Hello friends, welcome to HR Garden. So I'm showing you a few succulents out here. You can see the succulents. So if you give proper care, your succulent is never going to die. It will be with you forever. So today we are going to see how to repot a succulent, and I am also going to talk about the potting mixture of succulent. So this succulent you can see here, this is called Cotyledon. So there are many types of Cotyledon. This is called Cotyledon Pendens, and it is also called cliff Cotyledons. I am going to report this Cotyledon today and show you. Okay, so I will be talking about the potting mixture also. So what type of potting mixture you are going to use in succulents? In all succulent you can use this potting mixture in all kind of succulents. The reason for repotting this succulent is the pot has become very small. So this plant is potted in plastic grow bag and its root is coming out of the pot. So today I am going to show you how to repot the succulent. This will be applicable to all the succulent. Now I am going to tell you about the potting mix. So I use 1 part of sand. The sand should be river sand. You will get the sand from construction site. This should not be the sand from the sea. Okay, sea sand will be salty and your plant may die. So now next is 1 part of vermicompost. If you don't have vermicompost, you can use cow dung compost. Make sure that it is fully decomposed. Sometimes the nursery people, they give the cow dung compost which is not properly decomposed. So in that case also the root may rot. Okay, so whatever you are using, whether it is vermicompost or cow dung compost, it should be properly decomposed. 1 part of garden soil, okay, and 1 part of leaf compost. This is very important. This is very good. Okay, this is very good for succulents and cactus. Okay, so if you have you can use this. If you don't have, it's not necessary to use, but if you use it, it will provide the humus which is required by the succulents love humus. So it is good to use the leaf compost. Okay, leaf compost means the decomposed leaf. Okay, leaf compost you'll get online also, leaf compost, and 1 part of coco peat and brick pieces and charcoal. The quantity of the brick pieces and charcoal should be half of the any of the potting mixture, whether it is sand, compost, whatever it is, compost, vermicompost or cow dung compost, it should be half. Okay, suppose you are using 100 grams of sand, then you can use 50 grams of this brick and a charcoal. Suppose I am giving an example. So 1 part of sand, 1 part of vermicompost, 1 part of garden soil, 1 part of leaf compost, 1 part of coco peat, and the mixture of charcoal and the brick pieces. So now I am going to mix them properly. So this is your sand, 1 part of sand. Now this is garden soil, 1 part of garden soil, same amount. Now next is 1 part of vermicompost, so same amount of vermicompost. 1 part of coco peat, 1 part of leaf compost, so and this the half part of brick and a charcoal. So I have used paper, so because there is a hole in this pot, I am going to repot the plant which I have shown you. So I am removing the paper. Now in this potting mix, so I am going to use some neem khali. Okay, so maybe neem khali, some neem khali, this much of neem khali, and 2 teaspoonful of fungicide, can be babystein, or you can use soft fungicide also, 2 teaspoonful. Okay, now, and I'm going to use 2 teaspoonful of this is your bone meal, 2 teaspoonful of bone meal. Now this potting mixture, okay, this potting mixture is more than what I want. Okay, this potting mixture will be for 10-inch pot, so you need to be careful while making the mixture. So I have given 2 teaspoonful of fungicide and 2 teaspoonful of bone meal. So if you are making the less quantity, okay, less quantity of this potting mix, so you need to use less fungicide and less bone meal. So usually this succulents, they like bone meal. Succulent, they like bone meal. This can be used for cactus also, same potting mixture can be used for cactus also. Mix it well, mix it properly. So I don't want this much of mixture, I'll keep it for next time. So I need it. I have other pots also to repot. It is in the same condition. I bought it from the nursery and it is in the grow bag. So this is the potting mix. Mix it properly. All the ingredients, all this mixtures, all this sand, soil, all are dry. It should be dry. Mix it properly. Now the pot should be well drained. So I had made 5 holes out here in this pot, so it should be well drained. Okay, pot should be well drained. As soon as you water your succulent, it should come out of the pot. Okay, to avoid the blockage in this hole, I'll put the brick pieces at the bottom to cover this hole. I'll put the brick pieces and I'll cover all the holes with the brick pieces. Now I don't need this much of potting mix. I told you I have other succulent to plant. So now the potting mixture I'll put in the pot. So I've told you about the potting mixture. Now this pot should not be so big, all right? So to not, in case of succulent, don't use too big pot like other household plant. So now I'm going to pot this. So usually I should take out this grow bag and use to reuse this. In this case I'm not going to take out this grow bag, okay, because this root may come out. So I don't want to disturb the root ball. I don't want to disturb the root ball. So cut it properly. So cut it properly. I don't want to disturb the root ball of this plant. So now you can see this. So root has come out of this pot. You can see the root. So this is the root. So I'm not going to remove this. I'm not going to remove this. They have used the perlite and they have used the leaf compost. So this is good mixture. Okay. So this is good mixture. I'm not going to remove this because this is not the right time to repot any of the plant. In summertime we don't repot the plant, but since my plant root was coming out of the pot, so I'm forced to repot this plant. So you need to repot it properly without damaging the plant. I don't want to cause any damage to plant. I don't want to cause any damage to plant. So I haven't removed any of the soil. There was good soil in this potting mixture. The nursery people, they have used good mixture. Usually they use leaf compost to grow this small new plant or a cutting of the succulent. They use the leaf compost. Leaf compost is best to get the cutting to get the new plant. Leaf compost is best. Now friends, usually we water the plant after repotting. I'm not going to water this succulent today. Tomorrow I'm going to water this. It's better to leave the succulent for 1 day after repotting in a dry place. So tomorrow I'll water this plant thoroughly so that water comes out from the drainage hole. So talking about water, so don't over water this plant. This plant can live without water, but over watering will cause the root rot and this plant will die. So water only when the top 2 inches of the soil is dry. So you can use the paper like this, you can use the marble pebbles like this, and you can keep it indoor, or if you are keeping it outdoor, keep it in a dry place. Don't keep it in direct sunlight. So this is it for today friends. So keep watching HR Garden. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.